This KeymC, and guys, we are live on YouTube right now at this very moment. Today, guys, she mentioned him on live 2 days later. He allegedly killed her. Let's go ahead and check this out. Make sure y'all comment down below. Let me know what y'all feel about the video. Let's go ahead and check this out. Let's get into it.
What's up, y'all? Y'all know I'm on here. I'm here to talk about one thing. R&B on the patio, French 75 tonight. All sections have been sold out. Rude you tonight. We got your boy Flex. You heard me. We're celebrating so many birthdays. I see my baby daddy's on here. It's his birthday as well. It's not until Sunday. Maybe he'll pop out tonight and he can celebrate his birthday with us tonight. Baby daddy, if you do come, I'll give you one of the sections at the top and then you'll be...
Ain't a baby daddy gonna kill her? It's gotta be more to the story.
Exclusive VIP.
She said that publicly on a live video in front of everyone. Weeks later, James Michael Joseph was arrested and charged with her murder. The woman on that live is LaRonda Carter, Lulu. And there is a lot more to Lulu's story than what came out after she was gone.
We sing, and we celebrate. So, like I said, lots of birthdays, okay? Lots of great hosts tonight as well. We got our boy Ruju, the one and only. Y'all know he is definitely going to turn it up for tonight.
There is a video, a woman moving through a house, and she is not there to visit. Windows, furniture, and property, all of it coming down. The woman in that footage is allegedly LaRonda Carter, and the property allegedly belongs to the father of her child. Weeks after that video surfaced, LaRonda was found outside her home in Scott, Louisiana, with multiple gunshot wounds. She did not survive. 2 men were later arrested, one of them allegedly connected to that same house. To understand how this story got there, you have to know who LaRonda Carter was before any of this happened. Before we get too deep, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you find value in these discussions.
A business community in shock and many heartbroken by the sudden loss of 40-year-old LaRonda Lulu Carter. Carter was known for her many ventures, including the Bliss Lounge on Jefferson Street and the French 75 Bar and Lounge on McKinley, both located in downtown Lafayette. One person referred to her as a fashionista due to her unique style. They noted she always dressed to impress, even when dressing down. A person called her business-oriented, loved to travel, and God-fearing. One person even told News 10 that Carter, as a black female entrepreneur, was able to overcome numerous hurdles to successfully establish a thriving club in downtown Lafayette. One person even said that there was still so much more to come from Carter.
LaRonda Carter was born
It's
March
crazy
29,
like most of these women that be on this channel right here, they be all successful, bro. Most of them be successful, bro. And then out of nowhere, like a man come like take it all away. That stuff be crazy. Like, but I want to know the backstory of this story. Like, I want to know what happened, what caused this to happen. So let's get it. Let's find out.
In Maringouin, Louisiana, a small town in Pointe Coupee Parish. She was the daughter of Herbert and Florence Carter. She grew up surrounded by family, was baptized at St. Mary Baptist Church in Lettsworth, and faith was a part of her life from the beginning. She had a creative side from early on, loved fashion, and had a natural eye for style. People who knew her back then described her as warm, adventurous, someone people gravitated toward, and when it came to sports, the girl could compete. At Pointe Coupee Central High School, Lulu captained the dance team and the basketball team, ran track and field, and competed in volleyball. She graduated in 2003, academically strong, with 2 athletic scholarship offers reportedly in hand, one for basketball to LSU, and one for track and field to the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. The ambition that would later define her business career was already there long before the businesses existed.
It
is 5:25, and it's time for Friday Feed.
And Al Bear brings in some, well, I didn't know these guys. And now, these fantastic ladies in Al Bear, they're with Bliss Cocktail Lounge, and they are cooking ribeyes and lamb.
I'm excited. This is going to be great. We love
salivating already. Here
new
we go.
spots. Al Bear, hello, good morning.
Hello.
And you see, Scott, you didn't know about it. That's why this show is the educational morning show.
Exactly. You're like, oh man, well, you know what you're like.
Thank you, America's kids who are thirsty for knowledge. Hey, Jalissa Dixon is with us. Introduce us to your friend.
This is Lulu, the owner of Bliss Cocktail Lounge.
Oh, you brought the owner.
I brought the
Holy
owner.
cow. Oh, man. Okay, now the pressure's on. The owner's here. Okay. If I'd have known that. So, first of all, tell us about Bliss. What's
Okay.
it all about?
Well, it's a cocktail lounge. We offer drinks, food, a great vibe.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Food, lamb chops,
food.
ribeyes. pasta.
So, how did this whole lamb chop ribeye thing get started?
So it started with my daughter's dancing. I was dancing, my daughter dances, and I wanted to raise money to fundraise. So I started raising money to fundraise with my daughter, and I end up cooking, and then I end up letting Lulu try the food. And then once she tried the food, we end up connecting with each other, and she wanted to do lamb chops. I was like, you want to do lamb chops? And Lafayette, it was kind of hard, but we ended up branding it, and then we came up with this pasta, and here we are now.
Wow. So let me come over here. We have a broken mic. So, Lulu, tell me, what made you decide lamb chops?
Going to the city and other places like Houston, and I would go to these lounges and nightclubs, and they would have like these lobster tails and lamb chops and things like that. And I said, you know what, Lafayette doesn't have anything like that. Nightclub wise, food, maybe hot dogs or pizza. So we decided to go out on a limb and try it and brand it, and it worked.
It worked. Customer reaction? It's been
They
great.
love it. Most people say, oh my God, I've never tried lamb, or I have tried lamb. It tastes wild, but Bliss, these lamb chops are amazing. I've never tasted anything like it.
Okay, Jalissa works her magic.
She does.
So, Jalissa, this morning, I assume we're going to do what?
Lamb chops and pasta, ribeyes
Lamb chops,
and pasta.
And so what we're going to do, we're going to go over to Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier. Hey, we're going to get ready to cook here all morning long.
Bliss Cocktail Lounge became one of the most recognized gathering spots in Lafayette. People celebrated milestones there. They came together there. Lulu built that reputation from the ground
What's
up.
up, chat?
And she did
What's
not
up, chat?
stop
Come
there.
on in. Turn that off. Can't have that music going on.
Lounge on McKinney Street in downtown Lafayette. She went on to lay out the full breakdown for that night. Bottle specials from 10 to 11, $5 drinks, sections gone, 2 tables left.
So, like I said, lots of birthdays, okay? Lots of great hosts tonight as well. We got our boy Ruju, the one and only. Y'all know he is definitely going to turn it up. Tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in. If you want me to pull a rabbit out of the hat for you, tap in right now while I'm here. If you need me to add something for you, now is the time. Do not hit me up at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock and say, hey Lou, please, I'm coming with 10 people and I need you to make a section. I'm not pulling any more rabbits out of the hat right now. If you need me to pull a rabbit out of the hat, now is the time. I am here. I am setting up. We're setting the tone. If you need something, let me know now. Bottle specials, of course, tonight. This is going to be my happy hour specials. I will have $100 bottles. This will be from 10 to 11. Doors open at 10, at 11 o'clock. There is a cutoff. The cutoff is at 11 o'clock. 11:01, don't ask me. 11:02, don't ask me. 11:03, don't ask me. Don't come and ask me at 12 o'clock for a special. You want this special? Come early. I will have $5 drinks as well. Make sure you are here early. This is from 10 o'clock when doors open to 11 o'clock. Remember, this is R&B. People like to come out early.
That was Lulu doing what she did best, The businesses went further than most people realized. Alongside Bliss and French 75, Lulu reportedly ran a fashion boutique called Devanine à la Mode by Lulu, hair salons, barbershops, and had investments in real estate. She had also just been appointed coordinator for Hub City Plaza, the former Northgate Mall in Lafayette, working to restore it and bring in new local businesses. She posted a video walking potential tenants through the space herself.
Actually available. This is space number 1. Okay, perfect. You have entrance here, you've got frontage here, and this is prime location with the main entrance being right here at the front. Right across, we have 2 other spaces here. One that is perfect for retail space right here at the entrance. This is prime location.
Lulu was also a mother. Her son Kingston was at the center of everything she built. People who followed her on social media saw it, the travel, the milestones, the experiences she made sure he had.
A kid without his mama is crazy, bro.
Reportedly went everywhere with her, and her investment in the people around her did not stop at her front door. She was paying out of her own pocket to fight for other business owners in her community. People who knew her said there was still so much more to come from her. None of them could have known how little time was left. On December 30th, 2025, just before 2:30 in the afternoon, officers were dispatched to the 800 block of Delome Avenue in Scott, Louisiana. Reports of gunfire had come in. When they arrived, they found LaRonda Carter outside her home with multiple gunshot wounds. She was rushed to a nearby hospital, but did not survive. She was 40 years old. The community response came fast. Condolences, tributes, and questions all at once. People wanted to know what happened and who was responsible. The investigation did not take long, and the arrests that followed raised a lot of eyebrows because the people charged were not strangers.
Next, a pair of developing stories on the Crime Watch. We start out in Scott, where 2 men are under arrest in the murder of a well-known businesswoman stemming from what was apparently a domestic dispute. The victim is 40-year-old LaRonda Carter. The Scott woman was the owner of 2 businesses in downtown Lafayette. That you just saw was during the
I don't even know what Lafayette. I don't even know what that's at. Lafayette? Where is that located at?
On News 15 promoting Bliss Cocktail Lounge. She also owned the Style Loft on East Vermilion Street. Both businesses have since closed. Police say she was shot and killed here at home in the 800 block of Delome Avenue in Scott. The 2 men charged in her murder are 44-year-old James Joseph and 49-year-old Jesse Alfred Jr. Police say Joseph was the father of the victim's child, and others who knew the pair say they had a rocky relationship. Joseph, who police say pulled the trigger, is being held in the Lafayette Parish Jail without bond. Alfred, meanwhile, who's charged as an accomplice, has been released after posting bail.
The father of her child was charged with her murder, and a second man, 49-year-old Jesse Howard Alford Jr., was arrested alongside him as an alleged accomplice. In a single afternoon, Kingston lost both of his parents. His mother was gone, and his father was in a jail cell. The businesses she built, the mall revitalization she had just taken on, all of it came to a stop. Everything she had been building, gone. Her community was left grieving and looking for answers. And the answer most people kept coming back to was James Joseph. Because whatever was happening between LaRonda and James did not start on December 30th. It had been building for a long time. And that history is what we need to talk about next. James Michael
Fill me in. What happened?
Was 44 years old, the father of LaRonda's son Kingston, and someone whose relationship with her had reportedly been rocky for a long time. People in her circle described him as off and on in Kingston's life. In the weeks leading up to December 30th, tension between them had reportedly been rising. Law enforcement described what happened as stemming from an apparent domestic dispute. After LaRonda's passing, footage surfaced on social media. In it, a woman is seen destroying property inside a home, breaking windows and tearing through furniture. The woman is allegedly LaRonda Carter. The property is allegedly connected to James Joseph. The footage has no confirmed date and comes from third-party sources. That question became part of how people processed this case. LaRonda had built businesses from nothing, was raising Kingston, and had just taken on the Hub City Plaza role. Whatever happened in that footage was allegedly taking place inside a relationship that had been deteriorating for a long time. The people who grieved her made one point consistently. What she did in that video did not cost anyone their life. Property can be replaced. A life cannot. The explanation...
Man, they will... That's that toxic stuff, like... When it's domestic, it don't... Stuff can go down like that.
That spread fastest after her passing was jealousy. That James Joseph allegedly watched LaRonda build something real while he remained on the sidelines, and that the resentment from that grew into something dangerous. People who knew her said her trajectory was obvious to everyone around her. One person speaking publicly about the case said jealousy and hatred drove what happened to her. Someone who reportedly knew Joseph personally pushed back on that framing slightly, describing him as a man who had his own money.
I think he could have been jealous. You know, a lot of times, like, a man, if you in a relationship with a man don't want you to go higher than them, because they feel like in the household he should be the higher up, and you should be right here. So a lot of times when a woman go higher than a man start getting jealous and envy. And when that start happening in their relationship, it's gonna start getting rocky, because like you got more than what I got. And a lot of times men don't like to see women with stuff that they don't have. Like, you doing this, you doing that. They feeling like they losing. Like, so it's just I think he was just jealous of her. Like, she's succeeding. Like, you an owner of, clubs and doing this. Like, that comes with a lot of jealousy.
Reportedly knew Joseph personally, pushed back on that framing slightly, describing him as a man who had his own money and was not a bum as some had characterized him. That detail has not been verified independently, but it adds a layer to the motive question that the jealousy narrative alone does not fully account for. Law enforcement has not publicly confirmed a specific motive. The investigation into the full circumstances remains ongoing. Law enforcement named James Joseph as the primary suspect. Police said publicly that he allegedly pulled the trigger, and the fact that a second man, Jesse Howard Alford Jr., was charged alongside him as an alleged accomplice, suggested to investigators that what happened that afternoon was not unplanned. Scott police worked the scene at Delome Avenue in the hours that followed. Witnesses nearby reportedly recalled hearing commotion earlier that afternoon before shots were reported. The scene was documented carefully. Both men were eventually taken into custody without incident. James Michael Joseph was arrested and charged with second-degree murder in connection with LaRonda's death. He is being held in the Lafayette Parish Jail without bond. Police stated publicly that Joseph allegedly pulled the trigger. The second arrest was 49-year-old Jesse Howard Alford Jr., charged as an accessory after the fact to second-degree murder. Alford posted bail and has since been released. His specific role in the events of December 30th has not been fully detailed in official public statements. What the accessory charge indicates is that investigators believe Alford had knowledge of or involvement in what happened, enough to warrant criminal charges in connection with her death. The involvement of a second man raised questions about the nature of what took place that afternoon. Law enforcement described it publicly as stemming from a domestic dispute. The accessory charge suggested the events of that day involved more than one person acting with knowledge of what was about to happen. How those two details fit together is something a courtroom will ultimately have to work through. As of the time this video was made, no pleas had been entered by either man, and no trial dates had been announced. The investigation remains ongoing. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Scott Police Department or the Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office. The impact of what happened on December 30th reached further than one family. The community LaRonda had poured herself into lost something real that day, and Kingston lost the most. He lost both of his parents in a single afternoon. and he had no say in any of it. Kingston was at the center of everything LaRonda built. Every business she opened, every fight she took on for her community, he was the reason behind all of it. She wanted him to see what it looked like to build
She was pretty too.
something from nothing, and he did see that. For the years that she was here, he saw it up close. LaRonda's family has rallied around him, and those who knew her have expressed that he is surrounded by love. Bliss, French 75, and the Style Loft are all closed now.
Dang. Oh, that's crazy. Like, that's when I say, y'all, life really, like, we just here just passing by. Like, life really don't mean nothing. Look, like, she died, all this stuff closed down, bro.
Had started at Hub City Plaza came to a stop. The attorney she was funding for other business owners in Lafayette Parish ended with her. The community she had spent years building something for is still feeling that absence. The legal process for both James Michael Joseph and Jesse Howard Alford Jr. is still ahead. No pleas have been entered and no trial dates have been set. What a courtroom ultimately decides about December 30th, 2025 has not been determined yet. What has already been determined is the kind of woman LaRonda Carter was, and the mark she left on the people and the city she poured herself into. This case is not closed. The legal process is still ahead, and Kingston is growing up through all of it. Our sincerest condolences to LaRonda's family, to everyone who loved her, and to Kingston. May LaRonda Carter rest in peace. Subscribe.
That's crazy, y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay safe out here, y'all. It's a lot of jealousy in the world. Y'all just stay safe. Stay out the way. Stay away from them crazy baby mamas. Stay away from them crazy baby daddies. Try to, like, figure out something. God dang. KeymcGaming gonna be back in more reactions. Thank y'all.